Avila.
I'm very sorry.
No,
Pam
it's okay.
Avila.
It's okay.
I'll try to remember.
I only get it correctly said half the time anyway. So, the Governmental Affairs Committee Quarterly Review. Just as a reminder, the primary focus of the GAC remains on village relationships with external jurisdictions. We work collaboratively, that was hard to say, with school, water, and fire districts, state, county, and municipal governments, departments including highways, planning, broadband, and law enforcement, medical facilities, services and providers for medical issues, and more. To help make this happen, the GAC members serve on or liaise with numerous committees outside the village and monitor various organizations, including, but not limited to, Tri-Lakes Metro Planning, the City of Hot Springs, Garland County, Saline County, the Benton Governmental Affairs Committee, the Hot Springs Downtown Association, and then other key relationships are fostered through attendance at the GAC meetings and reports by the superintendents of both Jessieville and Fountain Lake School Districts, the Saline and Garland County JPs, Justices of the Peace, and the executive director of the Hot Springs Village Chamber when they're there. Our priorities for 2020 actually pretty much roll over from 2019 and are broadband, which is spearheaded by Greg Jones. The GAC, working with the POA, has been distributing a survey to residents, and I hope people have taken it, to determine the extent and quality of internet and wireless services in the village. The survey also seeks to determine those neighborhoods that have no internet service at this time. The data from this survey will be shared with Saline County officials as they pursue a share of the rural broadband grant that is currently available in Arkansas. We want to recognize Greg also for his individual efforts to develop working relationships with both Suddenlink and AT&T as he lobbies hard to get better internet service to the village. And thanks to the Village Voice as well, for helping us collect surveys in hard copy form from those that don't have access to the internet to fill out the online survey. In our health services priority area, Cherry Nelson, one of our newest committee members, has taken the lead in working with Good Samaritan on their annual health fair, which will be held in the fall. In addition, Cherry has been working hard to develop an all-inclusive directory of medical and health services available in and around the village. She promises a timely completion of the directory, and it's well underway. Under demographics, I had 15 minutes and I haven't used it. I haven't even used 5.
I have set a timer.
Oh, okay, well, I'm almost done anyway. Under demographics, which was another of our priorities, Jim Zond, as chairperson of the 2020 Census Subcommittee, has been gearing up for that 2020 census. The Village Census Subcommittee has been embraced by the Garland and Saline County Full Count Committees, so we're all working closely together. There will be a significant marketing effort made over the next couple of months here in the village to ensure that all residents participate in the 2020 census, since the data from that census actually impacts our representation in state and federal legislatures. So when you all get your 2020 census, please fill it out. Preparing for the 2020 election year is another priority for the GAC right now. We're completing a short document, or I call it a cheat sheet, that identifies local, state, and federal offices for those residents who are relatively new to the village and are from other states with differing governing structures. It's difficult to vote for something when you don't know what it is. So we're hoping that we can make that clearer for the villagers. As elections come closer, it's important that the village electorate continue to be educated and knowledgeable voters. Mike Hood, who is another one of our newer members, has been spearheading this project, which is about 90% complete. The information will be posted to the GAC website for easy downloading. www.hsvgac.com, that's my plug. In addition, shortly, the GAC will begin planning the 2020 candidate forums for national, state, and local candidates, as well as education on key issues on the 2020 ballot. More information on this will be made available as we move farther into this election year. There are also a number of the GAC members who've been working with Tormy on the logistics of the coming board election, so we've been busy. The GAC continues to expand our understanding of what goes on outside the village via speakers who cover a variety of pertinent topics. Thanks to the work of one of our other new members, David Childs, in early 2020 we heard from Judge Ayer from Saline County, as well as Randy Ord, and Mike Medica helped bring him in as well, who is from the Arkansas Department of Transportation, and he shared with us extensive information on roadway improvements of importance to the village, and you saw a lot of that information in the Village Voice. Was that this? I think it was this week. In the coming months, we'll be hearing from Garland County Judge Mahoney, a panel from the Village, Garland County, and Saline County emergency preparedness staffs, a representative from Good Samaritan who will talk about the special needs of seniors, and a representative from Arkansas Wildlife and Fisheries. As always, residents are invited to attend any of the GAC meetings, and they're now at 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. The meeting information and speaker for each month is posted on the homepage of the GAC website. Again, www.hsvgac.com. And that concludes my report. Am I under 15 minutes? Oh,
You did good.
any questions?
Any questions? Nancy?
I have a comment. I'm so sorry that happened. Forgive me.
I take no offense.
Pam, I got a couple of things I was going to say in my board comments, but the vote in November, Randy Ork spoke about, and maybe, I don't, what he brought up was there is a issue one is on the November ballot to extend the amount of money for infrastructure demands in state, county, and cities. And it's critical that it pass, because if it doesn't, then the funds are cut off in 2021. If it is passed, it extends beyond that. I think that's going to be very critical for us. And the other thing is the bypass, MLK bypass, groundbreaking ceremony is going to be done on March 19th. And Darrell Mahoney, the county judge, will be out there to break ground, and I'm sure there will be a few villagers there that worked on this also. But it's and I'm surprised that when they first talked about the MLK being done, it was 5 to 6 years. It is now, they're saying will be done in 2022. That's pretty quick. So I'm looking forward to that too. But that came out of the GAC committee meeting this past week.
Thank you, Tommy.
This is not directly related to your report at all, Pam. I used to go to a large church in Chicago that the auditorium seated 7,000 people. And if someone's phone went off at the inappropriate time, that person was responsible for providing pizza for the entire congregation that were there. So I think we're up for a big treat, Nancy.
Are you making a motion? Oh, okay, no motion. All right. It's just a warning. Just a warning. Okay.
So I'm done.
Anybody else have any questions? Leslie?
Pam, I know you like last names. Our Saline County Judge is Judge Airy. Airy. Yeah, his mom lives in my village too. Wonderful lady.
Any other questions? Good.
Pam, thank you for your report.